Hello YouTube, my name is Plazukas. Today's video is going to be relatively straightforward on Foamstars. We're going to read some of the reviews. The critics right now, and there are 10 critics, which is not a lot to be honest, but still, that's enough to base a review on through Metacritic standard. Gave it a 59, while the audience gave it a 73 or 7.3 out of 10. Just so everyone knows that I reviewed this game a 7.5 out of 10. And then I would say after launch, because obviously with live service games, you don't know how well they're going to launch. So you have to kind of automatically deduct points because of their potential issues at launch for server and also monetization. I rated Foamstars an 8 out of 10. I thought it launched extremely well. One of the best launches ever from a live service game. Its monetization's all cosmetics. The battle pass is $6 and you don't even have to buy it to get the character. The character unlocks at a certain level in the battle pass, just like Overwatch does. There's so much to say about Foamstars. This is from Screen Rant, which is with its quirky characters and cheerful, energizing feel. All I agree with. While at the launch, the matches do not feel entirely balanced. That will even out with time. Yet the microtransactions look as though they could only get worse. Listen, there's no indicator that the microtransactions are going to get worse from a cosmetic perspective. Like, yes, obviously they're going to charge for cosmetics. They're going to charge for, different ways to dress up your area, your costumes, your weapons, your player title. A lot of these things are in the game already, but essentially they're going to charge for those things. Fortnite does it, and if we're not going to continuously protest Fortnite for doing it, when this game was a PlayStation Plus game. Now I know it's going to be something you're going to have to buy at some point for $30 or $20 or whatever it's going to turn out to be. And maybe they'll change their mind by that time. But right now it's only on PlayStation. You can get it using PlayStation Plus. So that example is not very accurate. A push square. Foamstars is a colorful, unique, and entertaining shooter. The modes and characters on offer at launch are a fun twist on genre staples, and the central foam mechanic is a playful addition with some potential for strategy. It's lighthearted, fast-paced fun with plenty of style, while the steep microtransactions and the so-so co-op missions keep it from being squeaky clean. There's a lot to like about. No, I just the last part here, the steep microtransactions. There isn't a steep microtransaction list here. There's literally one bundle for each character that's outrageously priced for $45. I understand that. There's a battle pass which is $6, which is below average in the terms of actual monetization schemes. It's very, very affordable, even though it's only going to, there's a reason why it's coming out once a month or potentially once a month instead of every 3 months. But that, it's all cosmetic. You don't have to buy into it. Yes, you have to play the game in order to unlock the character. But if you're not, listen, if you're not even interested in playing the game, you can't complain about not unlocking the character, period. Just don't play the game. If you expect to get something for not participating in anything, I don't care. Like, I understand that that's a tactic that companies can use to make money. I just don't care. I don't care about your particular issues because for me, playing a game is the most important aspect of a video game, in my opinion. Now, there's been a lot of scenarios lately where a game plays itself. I don't like those games. You can play those games all day long. Its co-op missions are a very basic addition. There's no complexity here. They're you can tell they're basically AR, VR simulated environments. Very, very generic. They are not even acceptable by any means, but they do reward you with stuff, which then filters into the multiplayer aspect of it. So they're not that fun. If you do them before you play multiplayer, I think you can get away with it for being tolerable. But other than that, no, they're not that great. But they're not broken. They're fine. And this whole idea that the classes are in balance, there are a few classes that don't feel as strong as some other classes. But if you're not playing the game, if you're not familiar with Destiny, where you have like powers and abilities, and then you have your actual gun and what it does, then yeah, you would think that this game is broken or not complete. But this game has so much skill level. I can't speak for Splatoon. I never played Splatoon, so I don't know how much skill level Splatoon has on the top end. It's a competitive game, I believe, right? Foamstars isn't terrible, but it's uninspired gameplay, deficit of content, obscene monetizations make it a forgettable experience. I mean, come on. It's not obscene monetization. It's normal monetization, in my opinion. Foamstars is a serviceable paintballer in the vein of Splatoon, lathered with some wild lore and underwhelming hero shooter elements. lathered with some wild lore and underwhelming hero shooter elements. I disagree with this. I don't think it has any less or more elements than Overwatch does. The foam itself, how much variety the foam creates on a battlefield is actually insane. The fact that you travel faster on yours, slower on theirs, the height of the foam matters for when you actually use your weapon. It is very complex. From a surface level, it looks very basic, looks very, very simple. But once you actually play this game for any extended period of time, you realize quickly that this game has a very high skill level. Maybe Square Enix and Toy Logic can fix this and polish off the worst flaws with updates in a typical live service style. Maybe, but I don't think so. The problems are, as I see it, too deeply buried under the bath foam, trying to be funny, which is fine, and it's a shame. In a way, because despite Foamstars looking like an amateur project from Fortnite creative mode, oh my gosh, I've still had a bunch of fun matches with good friends. The experience, apart from some connectivity issues and matchmaking, also has been exceptionally stable and bug-free. And the city pop jazz that highlights both matches and menus is always crazy catchy. However, I would hardly recommend a purchase or subscription for this. I don't know how you get your job, Game Reactor UK, but everything you say here is not a 50, by the way. Sorry. There's been very few matchmaking issues. This game runs, I don't know if it's on dedicated servers, but if it isn't, it's one of the best non-dedicated servers I've ever played. It has no rubber banding that I could tell, and I don't know if it doesn't have rubber banding, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't. The hit registration is on point. Fluidity, I've had very little places in a map that actually feel like they're chugging or there's performance issues. It's been fantastic. Cute characters and a handful of promising ideas in the multiplayer matches. Okay, let me talk about the multiplayer matches. Let me talk to you about how well designed these modes that they have currently in the game are. They are two of the best modes you can ship a game with. So you can have all the fluff you want from all these other modes. Halo did not ship with as good of a modes as Foamstars has. Call of Duty does not ship with as good as modes as Foamstars has. Foamstars has matches, I would say, that are equivalent to the Marvel Snap of card games. They're quick, not all of them. The foam ducky one where you have to like go back and forth with the team and get to and it's like a race to the finish line. That one's longer, but the one that's actually like the core competitive one, or it's actually in casual, but it's super competitive from a casual perspective. While also fits the competitive scene very well. It's very, very well designed. It is so balanced. There doesn't need to be another mode because that mode in itself is so well done. It's perfect. Little to do to redeem Foamstars, which is spoiled by terrible solo missions, a lack of maps, and excessive monetization. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at solo missions, sure, it's bad. Lack of maps, no, it's not. It's not. Listen, I would rather have really good maps, which Foamstars has good maps, period, than 10 maps that are, 6 of them are sucky. It's fine. They're going to add more in the future. It's fine. It's going to be good for us. And excessive monetizations is just categorically wrong. Solo missions, I do agree with. Like, I can't deny that. That is definitely, a 0, 1 out of 10. All right, then we have all these people that are still weighing in. I doubt these reviews. IGN Kotaku. I doubt Kotaku will gonna give it because of Square. They're gonna basically kill it. This will probably go down. But now that they can see the user scores, maybe they'll give it a little bit of an extra bump. But I reviewed this at 7.5. I stand by my review, and at launch I would give it an 8 because of how well it performed. My name is Flizuki. If you like this content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.